two, one.
Okay, Sawadika. My name is Christina, and I've been asked to speak a little bit about myself and my previous experience in an airline. So I started flying in 2001 when I was 24 years old, and I worked as a cabin crew through all the ranks from economy, business, first class. Then I was a supervisor, and finally I ended up as a in-flight purser, which is the manager of the whole cabin. So I did the job full time for 11 years. After 6 years, I went into training, so that added a different aspect to my role. But today I'm going to talk about my customer service experience, and through two examples. One will be the most common customer complaint, and the other one will be an unusual customer complaint. I will maybe provide you some advice on how to deal with customers. So I would say the most common complaint of customers in an aircraft is not getting the meal choice they want. It happens almost on every flight. There is someone who's not happy because they didn't get their preferred choice. Now, of course, the issue is we give them the menu with two or three choices, and then catering doesn't have 100% of all choices, so we inevitably stay with, always short with one or two choices. So what I learned from, or how to handle this very common mistake or very common issue, is just to listen, and to try and do everything you can for the customers. Once people see that you're really doing your best to give them what they need, I don't think they're going to give you any issues. So, usually a smile from the very beginning. So establish good connection from the beginning with customers. Treat them as individuals, I would say. Because once you're in customer service role, it's very easy to forget that you're actually dealing with people. So a lot of customer service representatives start treating people like things. So they don't really look at them as other human beings with unique requirements. They just deal with everyone as, hi, welcome, bye, hi, welcome, bye. So this is where customers don't feel good. So if you treat everyone as a friend, and if you do your best to give them what actually we promised when we gave the menu, but unfortunately in an aircraft we cannot call the chef, can you make this meal quickly? Because we're on 40,000 feet. So just do your best. Once people see that you're trying to help them, they usually don't get angry. And even if they're a little bit disappointed, they're still happy about you. So this is great. And usually it makes a good impression about the company as well. Okay, now one strange case I had, I was already purser, meaning in charge of everything. And I had in first class very difficult situation because I had in the front row Sheikha, which is in Dubai and United Arab Emirates. It's a very high rank. So she's a member of the royal family. And she was traveling with her daughter in two suites, right? So they're sitting next to each other. Behind them was another couple, and this couple actually we received notification is a very important passenger. So these very important passengers were quite loud, and they actually moved quite a bit in their suites. So I think they were kicking the seat in front of them. It also happens quite often, but this was a particularly difficult situation because both of passengers were VIPs. So they kept kicking and kicking, and the Sheikha was getting upset. She called me once, so I spoke to her a little bit. Then, of course, I had issues in other cabin because I'm in charge of everything, and they usually only call me when things get really difficult and they cannot sort them out themselves. So I had to go to economy, then I came back, and the issue still persisted. So while I was thinking what to do, I started talking to Sheikha, and I was talking and she was talking, and I was mostly listening. Basically, I didn't do much. So what happened in the meantime, I think I was a little bit lucky because VIP passengers in the second row, they, I think, fell asleep or they just stopped kicking for no reason. And I didn't even have to go and talk to them. But Sheikha was so happy about me that she actually wanted to give me money. And I was like, no, I'm not accepting gifts. But she was very, very happy. She walked away smiling. So, and basically I did nothing. I was just listening. So this is, I think, another very important point. Sometimes it's just enough to listen to people. And what I notice, especially I think in aviation and if you're in guest relations in a hotel, you stop listening. You are looking for a procedure that, because there are so many procedures, because of course we want the company to make money, we cannot give things for free. But we have a lot of restrictions, a lot of procedures that we have to follow, and we focus on that because our boss is there waiting for us. Even though I was the boss on an aircraft, I still have a boss when I land. I still am responsible for what happens there on an aircraft. So yeah, we are looking for a procedure and we stop listening to what the customers are saying. So please, if you ever go to customer service, don't become this robot who's just following procedures, trying to make the boss happy. Because if you lose the person that you're talking to, which is your customer, which basically the procedure is created for customers, then you will lose them. And then inevitably the job goes down. I mean, the whole company. So listen to people, see what they need. And don't think that, oh, everyone's the same. I already know. I heard this 1,000 times before. No, listen to the customer. Maybe they will tell you something new. Another interesting story. I heard a customer who wanted a vegetarian meal and he told me he only eats vegetarian on Tuesday. And since I've heard so many people already talking about being vegetarian on Friday, I really wanted to laugh. Really, you're vegetarian on Tuesday? But I kept quiet. I was just smiling and I decided to fill up the form. Now, when we landed, I spoke to people from the country of the person that I was talking to, and really there is such a thing of people who are vegetarians on Tuesday. So I was like, thank God that I didn't actually, laugh. Like, really, how many requests can we get that are different? So you see, this is why occasionally you get surprised. Most of the time you're dealing with things that are similar. And if that is the case, enjoy it because your job is very easy. You listen, you smile, customers tell you their complaint. It's the complaint that you heard before and you have solution for, you offer the solution, everyone's happy. But occasionally you have a complaint or a different request from a customer, and this is where your expertise, your knowledge, your how great customer service you are, customer servant you are, is to match the procedure to what the customer actually wants. But the first thing is always listen, and listen carefully. So I think if you conquer these two, listening and matching procedures to customers' requests and trying to do your best, I think you're going to make happy, I think, maybe 90% of people. Occasionally, you might have a customer that's not going to be happy. And no matter what you do, things are not going to go that well. But then you always have a company to talk to, or maybe your supervisor, or someone with a little bit more experience, or a little bit more freedom to make a decision for that customer, who might even change the procedure for that unique customer request. But if you follow these three, I think you will make, 80-90% people happy, and you will be quite a good customer service agent in any customer-related business. So I hope that helped you, and I wish you all the best in your career. Thank you.